What's going on, guys? This is AJ here to bring you another reaction video, and today we're checking out Rose Pal's review of the main attraction featuring Thespio, edited by yours truly.
Someone help me! I'm being chased by lunatics!
So yeah, this is something I thought about doing for a while now, but recently with Rosie having her video taken down because of copyright issues due to a new My Little Pony album coming out, I thought now would be a good way to kind of test the waters for her as a little favor to see if it's okay to put the main attraction songs in it again. So it should be rather interesting, and yeah, like I said, I kind of just wanted to do this for the heck of it since it was definitely a lot of fun to put together this, since at the time I was doing a collab with Anime, but in the end he kind of got most of the creative script and editing rights, which I'm not complaining about and not even saying that our review is bad. If you want to check it out, links below, but at the same time there was a lot of stuff that had to kind of get cut out to fit more his style, and as it turned out, Rosie and Thespio were doing a lot of things that I originally wanted to stay in the review but couldn't. So I was more than happy to jump on board and get into this. And now I'm here today to give you some thoughts, my reactions, some behind the scenes goodies, and overall just hopefully have a good time and give you a little bit of this review until Rosie's able to put it back up. And hopefully this video won't get blocked, so let's get this thing started and see how it goes. Alrighty then, here we go.
Wow, what a way for Amy Keating Rogers to end her journey on MLP with this week's episode.
Indeed.
So beautiful and so moving.
Run, Thespio, run!
Being chased by lunatics!
Huh? Thespio, wait up! What's going on?
Leaving some sound effects.
Oh good, Rosie, you're a getaway helicopter, right?
Wait, what?
Quick, use those ugly growths on your back to get me out of here!
Excuse
My very
me?
soul depends on it!
What did you just
What
call
are
her,
you
buddy?
talking about? You're not making any sense.
Yes, and we could explain
Here
again?
he is! Let's get him!
Oh, a crazy mob. I guess that's a
I'll
little bit.
explain later.
Whoa, whoa!
Come on.
Dude! Whoa, Thespio! How dare you treat Best Pega sister like a horse? And okay, that was kind of funny. And okay, no background. Still want to go at Thespio for chainsaw, but more confused where the background and anime stuff went. Well,
No
actually,
problem.
kind of what happened was I
Now,
sort of just did
can
the
you
middle,
please
but
explain to
Rose
me
took
what
care of the
that was
beginning
all
and end.
about?
So I said I didn't have a lot of vectors to kind of make the
fanatics.
scene work where they were breathing out of
Daughter
breath.
Discord.
And in the end, she just
Released
kind of,
2 weeks
her
ago.
excuse was like they were having the lights
somehow
out so
found
the
my
crazy
door
fans
alongside
can't
the
find
rift.
her, and it kind of
question
works.
how and
And
why
to be
fans are
fair, it's
insane
not like
like
I don't
that.
have cheaper editing effects to make
Mind
my
if I
videos
hang here
work.
for a few weeks or years until the storm blows over?
Don't worry, Thespio. You can hang in my channel for a while. I heard that Daughter
Daughter
Discord had
Discord.
started, and I enjoyed
Yes,
the
I
first
almost
episode.
forgot. This was
But
technically
I'm a
designed to
mature
come
fangirl.
out within the
I'm not
week
one
of the
those
episode's
really,
premiere.
really
Like,
crazy fangirls.
yeah, it ended up not coming out
Hey,
until about a
since
month or
you're
two
here,
afterwards,
I
but
was wondering if we could
it
do
still
a
is kind of
collab
interesting to
review.
hear some of the then and now
Wait,
stuff.
don't tell me. The main attraction featuring Broadway star Lena Hall?
Yes, that's the one. Amy Keating Rogers' last episode of MLP. How did you know?
Oh,
Well,
and the background's
wasn't that
back.
what you messaged me about a few weeks ago? Meta humor.
I don't get
oh
it.
yeah, I remember now. I have done loads of collabs during the
And
season.
yes, she has.
Sometimes
She's a
I
very
need
friendly
little
Pega
reminder.
sister.
Anyways,
All the
shall
more
we get
reason why you
going,
don't treat her like a
musical
horse,
buddy?
Thespio.
This is gonna be sweet.
Oh, why not?
Yeah, what else are you
Let's
gonna do
crack
when you're
this
hiding
thing.
out from a bunch of crazy
Cue the
fans?
intro.
And again, really nice cover. Oh, and heart.
Hey there, everypony. Rose Pal here. Welcome back to Bunny Culture Stories, the show where I talk about everything MLP French with Magic. Here's the episode that we all waited
Pinkie
for,
pie.
the main attraction. So what would be the perfect way to review this episode is with the help from a good friend of mine. Please welcome Bunny reviewer and
Oh,
awesome
and this is
entertainer,
definitely one of my favorite effects to
Thespio.
have pulled off.
Hello.
Although I
My
think it
name
took me
is
about a whole
Elder
half hour
Thespio,
just to get this
and
just
I would like
right.
to share with you the most
Part of the
amazing
reasons why
episode.
my
Nice intro.
my editing stuff is
Thank
kind
you,
of
thank
cheap
you.
and
I'll
cut
be here all
corner
week.
to make stuff like this
No, seriously,
possible.
I'll be here all week until it's safe to sit hoof out there. Please
He'll be here
don't
all
make
week,
me
but I'll be here all
leave!
month.
Dude, calm down. You're safe here.
Here, you want a cookie?
Anyway, I have been looking forward to this episode for a long time, especially with Lena Hall. A tiny
Yeah, I'm pretty much like with the majority of here. Never really heard of her, just knew about her saying the Friendship and Magic and the Tony Awards and stuff like that, but at the same time I'm still very excited for it.
The musical award with the words Friendship is Magic. What were your first thoughts on the news, Thespio? Were you looking forward to it?
Well, when I saw the news posted about it on EQD, I at first didn't really think much of it. Back then, Lena Hall was still a new name to me in the land of Broadway, having first heard about her in the
And
Tony
it definitely was an
Award-winning
episode to
musicals.
get me into a lot more
But
musicals.
I did applaud the MLP staff for being able to recruit a Broadway-level actress to voice in the show. I'll admit I wasn't that ecstatic to see her as I was with Weird Al as Cheese
I just love this
Sandwich.
sandwich.
But then again, MLP
Sandwich.
always
I mean,
does
picture
seem
of
to be
cheese sandwich.
surprising me. And this episode was no exception. Not only are we treated to Hall's fantastic performance as both an actress and singer, but I'm on the forefront that this is one of the best AJ episodes this season.
Who's that handsome
I
stallion?
agree, Thespio. This is by
And
far
yeah,
the
it's
best
talking about
Applejack
that, AJ.
episode for me. In this episode, she
But
truly
hey, if you
shines
want
as the
to
elements of
edit for
honesty,
someone and you
helping
definitely want to
Lena Hall's
ensure your name
character,
gets out there,
Countess
just slip
Coloratura,
yourself in the
or
background as an
Rara, as
Easter
AJ
egg.
calls
It
her,
never
discovered who
fails.
she really was, instead of the pop star her manager wanted her to be. I admire AJ's act for helping others with her honesty, as she is the voice of reason of the main six, and she never doubts her instincts.
Rosie,
And of
we already
course,
have a
voice of reason. What are you
Isn't
gonna
he,
do?
like 3 doors over?
Well, I
see
guess
what
she
you
thinks
did
she's
there.
funny.
Anyway, let's get to the episode. It opens with AJ and the main six preparing the stage for the Helping Hooves Charity Music Festival, with AJ as chief organizer and Pinkie Pie as the stage director.
This is just one of those
You know,
editing
the
choices
more
I
think
never
about
lived
it, she has
down.
planned all sorts of events
When I
and
first
parties
saw it,
in
I thought she was
Ponyville.
talking about
I guess
Pinkie
she was the
Pie,
right
but
pony for the
now I'm
job.
pretty sure she was
Well, of
talking about
course she
Applejack.
is. Parties,
So much so I couldn't
festivals,
help but
gatherings, what
make
have you, is
make
all
that joke in
Ponyville
my
ever does.
Pride of the Apples review.
I mean, seriously, don't they have better things to do than celebrate
That is a very good
something
question,
every day?
but
So
hey,
then
overall
Pinkie
that's just
pops
one of the
in
many
announcing
nitpicks
that
I
she
kind of
has
had that I
managed
would
to
have done
book
better,
the
but at the
biggest
same
pop
time,
star in
I think overall it
Equestria.
kind of works.
And it's not
Especially with this
Beyonce
bit of
Pony.
visual
I mean
humor here.
Sapphire Shores.
Sapphire Shores? Please! Sapphire Shores is merely the second biggest pony pop star in Equestria.
I guess all the single ponies didn't want to put a ring on her.
Da-dum.
Yeah, I know I'm terrible. Anyway,
Rainbow
Pinkie
Thespio.
has in fact booked
And my second favorite
Countess
editing part.
Coloratura,
I think this part at least took me a good 30 minutes to get right. Definitely worth it.
You never cease to amaze me.
Thank you, I take my checks at the door. So upon hearing about this Pony Gaga character,
Pony Gaga.
it triggers AJ's inner memories as she recalls that this new pony pop star actually used to be an old Philly friend of hers.
I wonder if this is
nicknamed
Legend of the
Rara.
Everfree camp.
Prepare for re-entry into Diabetes Land!
Cuteness
Cute.
overload.
Oh.
The two Francis Phillies are so adorable.
But in all
Seriously,
seriousnness,
the MLP staff have done an awesome job with
Though
these
I do
flashback
wonder if this
scenes,
is the
as
Legend
we've
of the
seen in
Everfree
Lost
camp,
Treasure
just in
Griffinstone,
Equestria
Amazing
version.
Fences, and
Yeah.
Made in Manhattan.
You know,
they give a real weight to the
I really
story.
would be interested
as
if they
AJ
kind of
and
make a
Rara were
reference to
friends at
this.
a place called Camp Friendship,
So,
and he
who
did
knows?
all
Maybe
sorts
they
of
will.
things
Maybe they
together,
won't.
including performing in a talent show with what I think is the national anthem for Equestria.
Not only that, but I consider it a nice callback to AJ.
And I
having
swear,
the
this next effect coming out,
ability
all I
to
really
play
did was
strings
zoom and it just somehow
from
worked
apples to
perfectly.
the core. Seriously, how does one strum guitars
Good
with
question,
hooves?
and I swear, all I did was just zoom in
That's
for the
a
fact.
good question,
the fact
actually.
that
Good
the episode just
question
did
that
everything
will
else for me.
inevitably reveal to us it's magic. Don't question.
And yeah, I
it.
know,
If I
obvious
may
mean,
as
but for
well,
some reason I
this
couldn't
first
find it because I
instance
didn't know
of
what
hearing
movie it
Rara
came
sing
from.
Kind of threw me for a loop. I mean,
Although in all
formerly a
honesty, it
Philly,
didn't kind
she's got
of for
some
me. I just
serious
kind of
pipes.
accepted it. Like,
Sure, we've seen
didn't really
Sweetie
bug
Belle
me
do
at
the
all.
Same thing back in season 1, but Rara's voice sounded a lot more adult than I think it should have. But then after pondering for a bit, it didn't really seem all that jarring. It reminds me when
And
we
of course,
first heard
America's
young
Got
singer
Talent.
Bianca
I don't know what
Ryan,
happened. I used to
who
really
won
love
the
this
first
show, but I
season
seem
of
to be
America's
really
Got
falling
Talent
behind and
at
keeping
only
up with it.
11 years
So I still
old.
watch it from time to time, and it was definitely nice to remember
I'll
its
have to check her
season
out
1 winner.
sometime.
Yes, you should. It will be worth
And of
it.
course, a Phineas and
So
Ferb
AJ's
reference.
friend Rara arrives in a very show-stopping fashion.
Rara
She
Gaga.
instantly remembers AJ, but when she tries to approach her, they get interrupted by the villain of this
Uh-oh.
episode, her manager,
Oh,
Svenka.
Rosie's not
I
happy.
really disliked him as a character. He is portrayed as a typical manager who uses Rara's name to get what he wants. I
When
mean,
FNGR is
he
mad at
bullied
you,
Pinkie
that's
Pie.
just a
That is no
Tuesday.
way to treat
When
Best
Rosie's
Pony
mad
Pony.
at you,
Every time when he makes a
you're
friend, I
doomed.
want to use my hammer on him.
No, Rosie. Save it for an actual
Spoiled rich.
villain.
Although,
Sven
funny
is
story,
not worth the
originally when I came to Rosie with this idea,
Besides,
I gave it a
this
choice
Muppet
between either
Slayer thinks
Spoiled
the
Rich
best
or
part is
Toffee
I
from
mean
Star
Twilight.
vs. Evil, but at the
Anyway,
time she
when
wasn't a
first
fan,
released,
so we went
I
with
thought
Spoiled
Rara
Rich,
was
and
gonna be
it did
one
kind
of
of
those
make some nice
characters that was
continuity in my
just
review of Tricky
stuck-up,
Fox.
snobby, and blinded by the
And speaking of
fame
stuff that
like
really
most
works.
mainstream artists today. That would have just been cliche central. But it was a huge
Yeah,
sigh
one of
of
the
relief
biggest
to
reasons
see
why I
her
really did
remembering
love doing
AJ
this review
right
was for
away
this
and
next bit
showing
coming up
what's
with Silver
really
Quill.
behind the veil, which is a great metaphor, by the way.
My favorite part of any event is meeting with the school ponies.
Ponies get
Yeah,
pop
part of me
stars
kind
who
of
are
thinks I might have been
attentive,
able to pick
empathetic,
better
and
parts
insightful.
with
But
Rara
not to scare
speaking, but
ponies into thinking
at the same
I will
time, the
perform
whole
for
reason I
their
really
charities
wanted to do this was
otherwise.
for this
I
one
would
bit right
never
here.
do that to my fans.
We get Justin Bieber.
It's kind of almost uncanny when you
her
think about it, and
demanding
I'm honestly
to take
surprised a
some
lot more
time away
reviewers
from
haven't
shows
made that
to meet
comparison
with
in their
school
own
ponies.
reviews.
I don't
Maybe
know
because
about you,
because
but
I did, or they
I
because they
love
thought that
hearing
people
about
would,
celebrities
but
taking time
either
away
way,
from
it was a
their
blast
business
just adding
schedules
that
to
one little
visit
bit
and
into
spend
it.
time with fans and other people less fortunate. Philanthropy all the way,
Speaking
baby.
of big name reviewers.
However, there's only one little thing about Rara that just makes me face hoof.
Hoovsies.
Oopsies!
Hoofsies? Really? Look out, Firebrand, a possibly worse version of Brolhoof may become a thing.
And as it turned out, that never happened.
For a song called The Spectacle. I love the animation in the sequence. The way
Yeah,
that
this was
Rara
honestly my favorite
performs it
song.
gives Lady
I thought the
Gaga
main
a run for her
attraction
money,
was...
and I love the
No,
unicorn
not main
dancer using an
attraction,
auto-tune spell.
the
And it has
fu-
received a positive
Magic
reception from the
Magic
audience.
Design.
Except for
Oh,
AJ, who
there I
thinks
am
it's too
again.
flashy,
But
and
yeah,
begins to suspect that
I
Sven
guess it was
is
just
not
kind of a
following
case of
Rara's
me
best
being a
interests,
bit too hyped from
especially when he
watching
suggests
the
to skip
Comic-Con
meeting with the
versions
school
over and over
ponies.
again,
But
but
I love
I
Rara's
kind of
answer
thought
that
Pony
she will
Inside
not
was a
miss
bit
it, as it is her favorite part of the festival.
okay-ish for
AJ
me,
senses
and
that the old friend she
although
knew
seeing
is still
this song
inside
here
her.
was really awesome.
In turn, we get one of AJ's
And of course,
best
my
moments.
second biggest regret in this
Jealous of
editing.
what? A pony who hides behind a veil so thick she can't see when some pony's using her? No, I'm not jealous of that, rah-rah.
Like many other
And yeah, I
analysts
never
and
found out for
reviewers,
sure if that was
we don't
actually
like
what the
defining a
theme
character
Thespio was
solely
talking about. It was
by
just
their
kind of me
elements
taking a
of
shot in the
art.
dark, but
I believe it shows
I
that
really
they can
do
express
hope and
great
think that was the
qualities
scene
of
he was
said
talking about.
elements. But that doesn't say everything about a character. If you made Applejack completely honest and nothing else, there wouldn't be any extra flavor in
Aw.
her, and she wouldn't seem like a three-dimensional character. But it's here where AJ expresses her element flawlessly. She's at her best when she is helping other ponies by being honest with them instead of being cutthroat blunt with them like Sugarcoat.
And I did not have
All
the
she
time to
does
actually
is
get the
gives them
video
a
of
small
Sugarcoat. I
push
just
in
kind of
the
had to
right
go with a
direction.
picture.
So AJ tries to tell Rara about the unfavorable things Sven Gallop is pulling, and at first she doesn't believe it. But with some extra coaxing, the jig is up, and Sven is out of
Bye-bye,
here.
Sven.
All thanks to Twy and a video recording
And we
spell.
got YouTube.
I think we have our own version of YouTube.
and Silver Quill.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Derby.
So after Sven Gallop storms off, Rara is nervous for a final performance.
Rara.
But AJ reassures her that the true perk of friendship is to be true to her
And
oneself,
ship
and what
it.
Sven Gallop did, using her name for his own personal gain, which perfectly leads into the most amazing song of the episode, The Magic Inside.
And we go full screen.
Wait, give me a second.
Wait, Thespio, where are you going?
Okay, now we're good.
Isn't he fancy? And now for the part that might get this video taken down.
I'm here to show you who I am. Throw off the veil, it's finally time.
Oh, Rosie
Forgive me for getting
crying.
teared up, but this song
Oh, I
is
just
so
want to hug her.
beautiful, so
Of course, I have a
uplifting and
competition
so
from two other
amazing.
blue
Nina
unicorns,
did an
but
amazing job of performing this
I just
amazing
wanna hug
ballad.
her.
I thought Castle Sweet Castle, Tanks from the Memories, and Amending Fences made me tear
Nope,
up. But
Amending
this song
Fences
in
was
this
still my
episode
favorite
tops it
episode that
all.
season.
This song has now become my favorite song out of the entire series, with Pinky's The Smile Song at a close second. It really reflects on you being your true self, and you can inspire the people you care about in the world. And the animation of a cutie mug sparkling as she belts out the final chorus was gorgeous.
Aw,
Thespio,
Rosie.
can you give me a hug?
Ah, come here,
Aw.
you. As for me, this song was a
And yeah, I kind of only had one picture of him.
I'm one of those people that didn't watch the
Yeah,
San Diego
as you
Comic
probably
Con
noticed,
series
my
because
editing style is kind of like,
I didn't want expectations
knowing where to,
to be
like I said, I don't exactly have the best editing program, so I kind of have to cut a lot of corners to make my stuff work, but at the same time, I really try to make up for it by knowing when to have full screens up and when to cut to using vectors.
along with the pony
And,
version of
hey, apparently it was good enough to get featured on Equestria Daily, and not just the Nightly Roundup, but actually one of the front stories along with a video by Manga Karma.
Get it?
Boo.
But then again, just like last time, one has to wonder how one piano.
I have to wonder where he got this audio from.
More like this.
Like, is this actually a YouTube video, or did Thespio just kind of bang on a piano?
With that, the song receives amazing reception from
And
the
everybody
audience,
cheers.
and Rara explains what she learned from AJ, that she has stayed true to herself. She won't go wrong. Then she gives a special performance from AJ with the Crusaders of the song they had performed at camp long ago, the anthem for Equestria, and she also brings AJ
there I
onto
am
the
again.
stage. When I first saw
Yeah,
this
originally it
scene
was going to be
and
naughty
heard
and
all
pop
them
in
sing
a lot
together,
more times
I
when
felt
she
my
said
heart
AJ,
beaming.
but
A perfect
in the
way
end she
to
kind
end
of
the
talked me into cutting
episode.
it back just a bit, and yeah, ultimately I kind of like the result of how many times I made a cameo. And that's all set for the final thoughts,
This was
folks.
a great end to Amy Keating Rogers' journey on
And yeah,
MLP,
like I said, this
and
was
she is one
definitely
of my
quite a
favorite
treat to
MLP
make.
writers. She ended on a really high note.
No pun intended.
Another favorite episode from this season, and another top episode for the entire series. AJ was in top form. Rara made for an excellent supporting character.
It had a lot of interesting thoughts, some great comedic moments, and
the songs
yeah,
were amazing.
honestly,
I
the
gave
fact
the
that it
main
was just fun to put
attraction
together
a
with
4
being
out of
featured on
10
Equestria
rating.
Daily
What's your
definitely
final
puts
thoughts,
this one on my
Thespio?
top 10 favorite projects to work on.
Once again, hits it right out of the park. It's got a lot of heart,
And like I said, even though it probably is part of the reason I got it down, I regret nothing in my choice of what I did for background music in the last bit. Originally I was kind of going to just let Rosie, pick the background music she wanted for the first half, but I'm actually kind of glad she didn't, since it kind of adds a nice big touch to the very end. But of course, it's not about the bells and whistles, it's about the person actually making and in the video itself.
Maybe less is more. Sure, glitz and glam may look nice, but that's all it is. Eye candy, which is meaningless without knowing the one.
And which is something I'm really trying to apply to myself in these next couple of videos.
That the person behind the artist is the aspect that deserves the most care.
Indeed. And that last little part where I think I probably could have picked better video footage to talk about this, but honestly, those are my only couple of complaints. Everything else about this stands strongly as honestly one of my favorite videos to work on. Well, gimmicky or not, this is I
can't think of anything else to say besides this is a really freaking good episode.
And this is a really freaking good review. Farewell, Amy Keating Rogers.
We wish you the best of luck at Disney.
Well, this was nice. Thanks for collabing with me, Thespio. So, now what?
I wonder if I'll ever get a chance to collab with him one day.
That fan mob seems to have died down
oh, no, Thespio. Don't trust it. They're probably out there waiting for you.
Oh, sure.
Although I'll give you credit for sneaking out the back door.
You too. Thanks again.
OMG!
Whoa!
There he is!
Rosie, I love you, but you really need to learn volume control.
Curse you, Murphy's Law!
And there he goes.
Oh dear.
And this is the
Anyway,
part
what
where I
about
learned
you
that I
guys
should
out
have
there?
cropped in
What's
her
your thoughts on the
background.
main attraction?
Well,
What was your
what can I
favorite
say?
song?
Cheap editing
And do you
tricks
think
to make
Nina
everything
Hoskins
else look
appearance
great.
is Rara? And would you
And
like to
this
see
is
her
enjoy
return in
her.
future episodes?
I would definitely like
Let
to
us
see
know
her
in the comments
return.
below. And be sure to check out Thespio's channel for his awesome videos.
And do be sure to check out
including all the
Rosie's and
great song
Thespio's
covers and big
channel after
projects,
this.
both inside and outside of the community. The link is below in the description. And until the season 5 finale arrives, I'm Rose Pal, and he was Thespio saying, see you later, every pony.
And that's all, folks. So, yeah, like I said, definitely one of my favorite projects to work on. I love the overall results. Like I said, if you get a chance, definitely go check out Rosie's and Thespio's channel. She says she'll have this video back up probably sometime around season 6, depending upon if this reaction video is even able to get past the servers or not. So, until then, I hope you guys kind of had fun. And if once you're done with them and want to check out more stuff of mine, I recommend checking out either mine and Anime's review of the episode, or if you want more Rah Rah Jack, I check out my fan fiction. And until next time, see you later, every pony.